Alright guys, let's pick out my new storm chasing car. What make and model should we pick?
Smart car.
Smart car.
Maybe that's not safe. I don't see that working.
Yeah.
Do you?
Not cool.
Damn car exploded.
I feel bad for the squirrel.
Mm.
That
What about
managed to get
Prius?
away
A
with his
Prius.
life.
Yeah, let me type in Prius.
What about Prius?
Here, I'm gonna skip this real
Aren't them the gay cars?
quick. Priuses, they're economical.
We're gonna be demonetized.
Oh, Tesla.
All right.
At least you stay warm in the winter.
Woo!
So Teslas. I don't want to burn to death, dudes.
No.
Hey,
How about
you
it
get
not?
free heat.
Free heat.
Free heat.
That's a good
We'll be
value.
chasing in the summertime, in the spring.
Okay, I guess you want it cold then.
Did you share some stuff with him that he wasn't supposed to get a hold of?
Don't do drugs.
Okay, Mustang. You're typing, you're closer. Well, you just type slow.
We've been gone all day.
Dude, we're supposed to be saving people.
Listen, it is a... I have no argument.
Few less people.
I got an
The
idea.
Dodge Charger. They was on Dukes of Hazzard. They could jump hills with it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Huh. I don't think Dodge Chargers would be good, and Challengers are just too small in the back seat.
But don't you own a Challenger?
Yes, I do own a Challenger. But let me put it this
I'm
way.
sorry.
It's only a game. Why you have to be mad?
You just look at general full-size pickups.
What brand?
We'll start with Ford.
Ford? Oh.
I ain't even going to look that one up because they just break down as soon as you get on the road.
Oh crap. I don't think a Ford truck's gonna work. We need to get away from the tornado and not break down in front of it. Okay, want to type in Dodge trucks for me?
Oh, yeah.
Dodge truck. Well, that thing looks screwed up. It's supposed to be like a... Hey, you're a Dodge truck owner. Is it supposed to look like that?
Ah, yay!
I don't know. No. I own old trucks. Old Dodges.
Well, they're too slow. Ain't your...
Why does it look like this?
It says it's pulling a ghost trailer.
Yeah, transmission will be back there. We be up here. Well, I mean, we done. It's over. We did.
You get a free ride in the tornado.
I seriously think you got problems.
Are you stupid or something?
There's only one make left. American make left, and that's Chevy.
Oh,
Alright.
Cracked heads, every valve rattles, oil leaks, engine ticks.
Really? Well guys, I'm out of ideas. We went through every make and model I could possibly think of. Truck, cars. I'm not really an SUV person. What do you guys think?
Weren't you going to get another Subaru Forester?
means we get one of the biggest sunroofs I've ever seen in a car. 17-inch aluminum wheels, Bluetooth connectivity. That also means I have the 8-way power seat, which is really cool because sometimes this car is hard to get comfortable in. It comes with the roof racks for, I don't know, whatever you want to put up there. 2011 was the first year for all of the 2.5 liters to have the double overhead cam. It's got about 170 horsepower coming out of a boxer engine. Well, what's the advantage of a boxer engine? Well, a regular engine, V or a inline engine, your pistons go up and down or slightly to the side. Well, a boxer engine, the pistons are flat, which the motion cancels out each other and there's lower vibration. Also, that engine isn't as tall, so we keep that center of gravity down a little bit, so you can make tighter corners and be less tipsy. She's all-wheel drive like most Subarus, and this one won't have a computer controlling the all-wheel drive system. It'll have a viscous clutch, which means the more you spin, the more engaged that clutch gets. That's one of the advantages of having a manual transmission. Also, yes, I am a manual junkie. Hashtag save the manuals. What do we got going on here? Something close. Oh gosh. Somebody blew something apart. That's not good. Oh, that Ford just lost its drive shaft. So the story behind this car, I was really looking for a manual transmission Subaru Forester. What I really wanted. Manual transmission Foresters are really hard to find, especially on a budget. So I had started actually giving up on finding that particular car because they're just so hard to find. And I just happened to go to a Subaru dealership and I was just looking around, and one of the salesmen walks up to me and he said, well, what do you have in manual? And he started listing things off, and he said, I got a Subaru Forester. I'm like, I want to see that. So we go up to it, and I'll show you a picture of it that I took with my phone the first day I saw it. She's got a cracked windshield. The tires aren't right for it. The head gasket's blown. It won't run. It's like super filthy, which I'm like, I want it. So I got a good deal on it because I got it before it actually went through inspection or anything. And they fixed the head gaskets for it. So far, no problem. They did a pretty good job detailing it. I own it for 2 weeks or so, but I started driving it at work just to give it a shakedown. I had to go back and pick up my truck, which is what I drove to the dealership to pick it up. So I get my sister, who hasn't driven manual transmission in forever, to go and drive this home. And I'm gonna drive my truck home. But when she pulls in the driveway, the engine is knocking really bad. I don't know what happened, but within me driving it 2 weeks, the short block went. The main rod bearing just slipped out of place. The engine was toast. So I notified the Subaru dealership, and they were like, "We'll bring it in, we'll check it out." I'm like, I can't afford a new engine. Well, they got a hold of Subaru of America, and Subaru of America re-warrantied my car and paid for most of the work. And then the dealership paid for the rest, which was awesome. They also did a wheel bearing for me. So she's got a fresh rebuilt engine in her. Then the clutch went out. So this brings me to my first modification. I didn't put a regular clutch back in there. I put a stage 3 clutch in there. And that's not because I plan on putting a ton of power into this car. Although if I could find some good power adders, I would definitely add power. But the reason I put a stage 3 clutch in this is because I actually want to pull the trailer with it. I want to get like a small camper or little box trailer, and I'm going to paint them to match so that I can park and leave them at a truck stop. Sleep in the trailer. So let's talk about some of the modifications. Well, we have to protect that sunroof. That is a lot of glass. I want to protect the windshield somehow and get some protection on the side windows. One of the most important things I've found for storm chasing is vent visors. The little things you stick on the side of your window, and it lets air in but not rain when you're moving down the road. I want to get some protection up front from deer or whatever else is out there on the roads. I want to put a couple of radios in here, at least a CB. I actually want to upgrade my stereo as well. Get something with Android Auto probably. Put a full exhaust on. I won't put headers on there. I'll wake up that Subaru sound just a little bit. I don't want a loud car. I don't want it so noisy that you can't hear us talking while we're on camera. But I want to hear that the Subaru makes. I'm going to build some racks in the trunk. And I'm going to keep my camera equipment and some supplies back there. A basic little toolkit. You never know who's going to break down or what you're going to come across. I'd like to get some fire extinguishers. That would be really nice as well. Carry some emergency blankets. I am not medical trained in any way, but at the same time, I just don't want to leave people laying there if we come across really bad damage. Just driving on the way down to a storm, you may come across a car crash. You don't want to leave those people behind too. You're pulling up on a car crash and it just happened. You at least got to call for help and do what you can for the people in those cars that may be hurt. The tires on this car are actually too small. Somebody put lower profile tires on it. I don't know if they were trying to get the car down lower, or if they just like the look, or maybe they just got a good deal on 4 tires that matched that were lower profile. I don't know. Anyway, the tires are too small. So I want to get at least up to stock height. But the problem is you can't get very aggressive tread that way. So I want to get the smallest rim size that I can on the car that'll physically fit, but yet still have the same height tire. So then I can get a more aggressive tire. And if you see all these newer trucks that are lifted and it's got these low profile tires on them, I tell you right now, they're all pavement princesses. You cannot air them tires down if you need to. If you go off-road and you need to air those tires down, all you're going to do is bend your rims. So if you got some sidewall, you can air down your tires and you can get more grip if you need to. You gotta remember, I'm a car enthusiast. I was a car enthusiast long before I realized that I was a weather enthusiast. So I've driven everything from a monstrous lifted 79 Chevy to a Honda Del Sol. I've owned everything. I constantly go through. I have 8 cars right now, including this one. So I want to thank everyone for watching my video on my new storm chasing car. What do you think? Would you have picked a Subaru Forester or would you have picked something else? Also, I'm looking in the comments section for name suggestions. So I'm going to need 2 names, one for the car itself and one for the trailer I'm pulling. And there'll be a new video when I get most of the modifications done. And until next time, as always, stay safe, have fun, and rock on.